I'm just going to talk a bit about the layout. When you get a minivan, they're not big, especially the one I have. It's not even an extended cab, so pretty much it's good for me. I'm about 5'7". You could probably throw an extra few inches in there, but anyone that's over 6 feet, make sure you get the extended van, which gives you, I think, an extra 8 inches, which is all the difference in the world. With the van too, it's not very wide. So most minivans you see, you can put the bed kind of horizontal across the back. With this van, there's just, unless if I suddenly shrink, it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to kind of show you the layout, and I'll even make a little video of the layout, I guess drawing sketch, but you can see kind of where everything sits in the van. And I thought about it a lot, but I don't know if there was necessarily any other options for how you could do it. So here it is. Hey guys, so here's the layout of the inside of the van. Again, I don't think you have very many other options for how you can do it if you actually want certain things in it. So right now, I basically have the kitchen area at the back. This is like a nice bamboo wood top, so it's pretty sturdy. I cheated and I could have built out all the bottoms, but it kind of worked out that I went and bought base cabinets, kitchen cabinets from IKEA. So they're already pre-built, and then you can kind of see, like in the wheel wells, ended up cutting around them to fit in, and same kind of right above my finger where the plumbing holes are, ended up just cutting through them. I will put cabinet doors on the front so it doesn't look really ugly, but I just kind of wanted to show you how it is. So the kitchen, I have just a small countertop, like I guess a prep area here. I went with just a pump sink, which right now the cord's underneath, like you can see where it comes out there on the bottom, just right kind of in that area, and then down here below where the plumbing will come through into the bottom. So I got pretty lucky that I found this lovely water canisters that you can see just kind of, they fit perfectly in there. So I can actually fit 3 of them. So I don't know how much water I'll need, but basically you need somewhere for the gray water and then actual drinking water. So this actually pushes straight back. So I can fit one there, another one in front, and then one just up the side here. So once those are all plumbed in, and then I'll put a door onto it so that that's all contained. This is my lovely fridge. It's pretty cute. These ones I found at Canadian Tire. I don't know where you're watching this video. You likely don't have Canadian Tire. But they're basically just coolers that you can plug in. This one runs off of DC, but you can get a little adapter. It just kind of plugs right in here to the lovely front, if I can get that off there. So there's a little connector here. You can just run an adapter. I myself am going to wire it into DC, because if you can just pull straight from your batteries, it's just a little smarter. I, however, would not be like I am, and I wanted my fridge to look like a fridge and look really cute, and kind of open up like a fridge would. It's kind of silly because basically I'm going to have to build a few pieces of wood into the top to make sure the whole fridge doesn't just slide out when I turn a corner. The smartest minivan builds I've seen are when they drop down through the countertop and you have the hole and you just lift up the hole to get all your food. It is just smarter, but I don't know that I had the space or the options to make that happen so much. So this lovely cabinet here at the back is actually where I'm going to put my food, put all that kind of stuff, and then I'll put just a hinge so the door will actually come down this way, and then just kind of latch up, I guess, on the very top there. On the top I am going to build like a little, I guess, rack just for food and stuff, but I don't want to keep too much food out just because I obviously have a dog and I don't want any, I guess, issues. Yeah, and then over here on the side, you'll see it finished up. They'll just be like where all my plates and all that kind of stuff are going to hang out. Over on the side here, this is actually a porta potty. So I have had a few people actually message me saying, what do you do when you have to go to the bathroom? Well, if you aren't in a nice place and you're in like a Walmart parking lot, and obviously, well, won't go too much into that, porta potty is a good thing to have just in case. Kind of on the other side here, I'll try to show you. Down below here is just kind of, I guess, where all my clothing and stuff is going to go. So it's a pretty deep cabinet. I don't know if you can even really see that. There's a wheel well back there, but it's a pretty deep cabinet, and that's for clothing. Yeah, this lovely little box has other purpose. It's actually for how the bed is actually put down. So looks really pretty. I might, I don't know, store some of Baron's toys or something in there. And then I think I'm actually going to end up putting some netting up here just to, it's kind of a smart way to, I guess, store things, is just to get that mesh netting. You just shove what you need in there and it's not flying around while you're driving. We'll just go to the back here. So in the back, there's all this lovely storage down here. Most of it's actually going to be my dog's food, believe it or not. He eats a lot. And then this cubby that's still left open is where the batteries are going to go. They're basically 2 golf cart batteries. I will make a whole video on all that kind of stuff. And then this cubby here is where all the inverters and all that kind of fun stuff is going to go. And then I just have to drill my solar panel, which is going to come down from just right up here and hopefully drop into here nice and easy. Or I can run it in through the back there, just so everything is tidy. I did kind of put this on here just because obviously, again, I have my dog, so I wanted to make sure any electrical is safely hidden behind here. But yeah, that's the whole inside of the van. This back sort of L area is, once it has the cushions on, is basically where Baron sleeps. And it's actually quite surprising. You can see kind of how much of an overhang there is here, and just at the bottom. So to get this lovely curve, to use all the space right up into the window when it closes, same thing, I use that foam board that's sitting over there and just like rough cut it, and then placed it down onto the sheets of pine and just trace it out. And yeah, it made it easy. Same with getting all these curves. It just made it so easy, and there wasn't cutting the wood 18 times and keep going back. You pretty much cut it once and you're good to go. So yeah, that's the layout.